On his latest album, GNX, a rapper obsessed with quality aims to thrill the audience. The term mid aptly describes a culture that prioritizes quantity above quality, allowing for unending streaming with no emotional impact. The term mediocrity has become a popular diss track in the rap music industry, which has pioneered what it means today. To be clear, hip-hop is today's most dynamic art genre. However, it is also a content template, an expressive mode, that invites anyone with a microphone and some talent to pollute the internet with unfiltered thoughts put to music. According to some reports, the term mid went from cannabis slang to the mainstream in 2021, in response to one of the countless overlong and undeveloped albums that Drake, the Spotify era's defining rapper, has dumped like tadpoles into a lake. Kendrick Lamar has long referred to himself as the adversary of middleness. The 37-year-old Pulitzer Prize winner creates impactful albums full of depth and detail. He creates cohesive stories by shifting his flow, voice, and production concepts in unexpected ways. He pushes audiences with noise jazz interludes and sophisticated wordplay. This artistic aim reflects his persona, a disciplined justice seeker confronting the wickedness inside himself and in the world around him. In 2022's expansive Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, he made mistakes due to his overzealous pursuit of tough truths. The expectations he set for himself make his new, sixth album somewhat unexpected. The 12-track GNX album, released unexpectedly on Friday, is concise and easy to swallow. It polishes common Lamarisms and West Coast hip-hop touchstones, including wheezing synths, drawling lines, and the brittle bounce of Bay Area hi-fi. The end effect appears to be populism with a purpose, Lamar slightly lowering his standards in order to elevate everyone else's. The record is inextricably linked to the artist's recent conflict with Drake. In searing diss recordings, the two rappers volleyed unverifiable charges of pedophilia and domestic violence, but there was also an aesthetic battle going on. Lamar characterized Drake as a shallow, opportunistic pop star. Drake mocked Lamar, saying, "You better have a motherfucking quintuple entendre on that shit," implying he was an egghead. Lamar responded with "Not Like Us," a humorous and colorful critique that became a radio hit and possibly the song of the summer. Its fatal element was its catchiness, which demonstrated Lamar's abilities not only as an egghead but also as an entertainer. GNX's opening tune, Whacked Out Murals, analyzes the aftermath of that episode in a depressing tone, accompanied by baleful mariachi singing and strings. Lamar was generally lauded as the victor over Drake, but he feels that the compliments he received were backhanded and that the lessons of his victory, basically, to be better, morally and artistically, were ignored. "All of y'all is on trial," he continues, noting hip-hop's current abundance of performers with private life skeletons and old-ass flows. The most unexpected sentence is, "Fuck a double entendre. I want y'all to feel this shit." Clearly, he does not want his message to be overlooked this time. To that purpose, he describes himself as a sage, writing words, trying to elevate these children, referring to both his aging contemporaries and the younger generation who may carry on his legacy. The chorus of Murals encourages hard effort and self-determination to an imagined striver who aspires to Lamar's achievement. Later on the CD, he recommends listeners to switch off Madden, avoid social media, and resolve issues privately. The final track, Gloria, appears to be a love ballad about the ups and downs of a relationship, but he's actually using his pen to rap about his own romance. In a day where literacy rates are declining and mumble rap reigns supreme, Lamar wants to reintroduce the allure of writing. The album's basic sound contributes to that goal. Lamar's delivery methods, such as rasping staccato on Peekaboo and Snoop-like butteriness on Man at the Garden, make for catchy lines and hooks that will be perfect for the upcoming Super Bowl halftime show. He switches between frantic bangers, swaying R&B choruses, and big message songs with dramatic orchestration. On Squabble Up, Lamar reworks a classic call-and-response refrain with a beat that bubbles like a witch's cauldron. Heart PT6 floats through Lamar's early career memories atop a dazzling neo-soul sample. In the instant classic, TV Off, Lamar calls out mustard like a soccer commentator saying, "Goya ale." Some of the music, however, seems like a truncated version of Lamar's best work. Jack Antonoff, the genius behind pop's moods, may have contributed to the beat's pillowy, thudding sound. Certain phrases include clunky allusions, half-baked metaphors, or both. I put a square on his back like I'm Jack Dorsey, he raps, a line that wouldn't sound out of place on one of Drake's albums, which Lamar dislikes. The contrasts in the album's approach are underlined by Reincarnated, in which Lamar imagines himself having lived a succession of previous lives as talented but tragic musicians. As Lamar raps in furious opposition to a blazing Tupac sample, the music foreshadows major drama ahead. However, the song feels insignificant in the context of his entire career. The concept he's employing, stage an intense inner discussion about the status of his soul, has previously pushed him to new heights of emotional intensity and conceptual complexity. Here, the payoff is unexpectedly neat. I rewrote the devil's story, Lamar continues, summarizing his previous statement for those who did not understand. Still, if the album's objective is to strengthen Lamar's position and evangelize his values, it is largely a success. He's still an athletic, characterful rapper who's able to dart among styles and hit punchlines. Most encouragingly, some of the album's strongest moments include relatively unknown LA rappers given the opportunity to flaunt. Each has a distinct sound. Peso murmurs murderously, Young Threat whispers off the beat, and delivers bars as powerful as any of Lamar's. Their presence demonstrates that his ethos can be handed down, and that we are not doomed to a future of pure mid.